Hey guys, today I'm going to ask a very simple question. Have you lost money in Forex trading? Well, the obvious answer is yes, at least for most of us, right? But do you know the main reason why you lost in Forex trading? Well, there could be many reasons, but let's take a look at it. Now, it's 2021. A lot of people are using robots, expert advisors to do their trading for them. And well, there are a lot of good algos, but there are certain algos that might blow up your account. There are algos like martingale, for example. It starts with a lower lot size and eventually keeps building up the lot sizes. When the market goes against you, it ends up taking a lot of orders with a lot of lot size, and it eventually blows up your account. Well, if that is not the case, if you are a manual trader, if you're doing your own technical analysis, or you're copying signal from some signal provider and you're taking your trades, can you relate to this? Right, where you were in a profitable trade, but before you eventually exit out of the trade moved into the opposite direction and you end up losing a bunch of your profits. Seems relatable. Well, I've been there. These are few main reasons. Even though people take a lot of precautions, you might bound to lose money. And what about the equity protection, right? Not a lot of us have the habit of putting a strict stop loss on all our trades. And sometimes if you're taking like 0.01 lot, it does not really urge us to put a strict stop loss for such a lower lot size. But have you at least put a equity protection on your whole account? There are some algos which provides you with this feature, but not all. And what happens if you're doing manual trades? Again, that's a problem, right? And let's assume that you are using an expert advisor, it's being doing good and you're making some money. But what happens eventually while you're out of the system, while you are sleeping, and what happens if eventually the account blows up, right? Now, if any of these reasons is your reason for losing money in Forex trading, then I want you to stick till the end of this video because this might be a game changer for you. Now, why is that? Well, what if I tell you we have come up with one-stop solution for all of this problem? Assume that you have a utility, a tool on your hands which will help you to come out of any of this situation. That's what we have created. So, introducing the Citi Guard Expert Advisor. What's special about the Citi Guard Expert Advisor? Well, among others, Citi Guard does not intervene or does not take any new trades for you. Rather, it acts as a watchdog, it acts as a guardian for your equity and the profits that you are going to make. Now, CitiGuard is a standalone expert advisor which goes into your account, and it has an overall equity protection. It has a order-wise profit booking, which is a very interesting feature. I'll show you in the demo. But it also has ability to close any existing expert advisor that's running on your system, which comes in handy at certain situation, which I will explain in a bit. And it also has a lot of other features like hedging your trades, closing all the orders for you, closing pending orders for you. Without further ado, I think let's get into the demo and let me show you the capabilities of the CitiGuard. Let me open my Forex MT4 terminal. Now let's take a look at the existing trades. So you can see that I have few trades open here, and there is an expert advisor, Regal expert advisor, that's running on this specific account. And currently the drawdown is at $23. And let's take a look at the CitiGuard expert advisor setting. Now you can see here I've opened the CitiGuard expert advisor here, and let's take a look at the settings now. So what I've done is I have made CitiGuard to close active orders as the action type, and I've given a profit percentage of 2% and a stop loss percentage of 1%. So right now it is in a fail-safe mode where if my profit hits a 2% value or my loss hits a 1% value, CitiGuard is going to close all the active orders on my account. Now, right now it's at minus 14%, minus $14. That amounts to around 0.1% of my drawdown. So what I'm going to do is let's start punching some orders. So you can see that right now it's at minus 48 and it's close to 0.5%. So let's increase few more. So I'm going to keep increasing the order size. All right. So right now, let me close these things. So right now it's at zero point 0.7 drawdown. We just need few more orders. Right. Okay. So you can see that it has hit 1%, and you can see that Citiguard has closed all the open orders, and it has closed any open trades, and it has booked the profit and loss, thus saving your account from further orders. Now, let's take a look at this expert advisor. The expert advisor is still active and it is still running, but you can see that Citi got interrupted that expert advisor action, and it has booked the profits and losses for us. Now, let's take a look at another scenario where you don't want to close the orders, but you want to lock them. Now, this is a very interesting feature, and let's see how that can help us. So again, I'm gonna reset Regal here, and you can see my Regal Expert Advisor has opened the trades here, and here it's at again minus 2%, and I have not modified my stop loss setting, so it is still at 1. Let's take a look at what happens if I push the threshold to hit 1%. Now you can see that all of my orders are buy, and let's increase another 5 here. Now you can see that the moment I hit the 1% drawdown, so what Citi Index has done is it has taken the counter orders for all of my existing order. Now the lot size is the counter order for counter size for all of my open orders, thus hedging the existing trade account and freezing the drawdown at minus 190. So what happens is, from this point, you're not going to lose anything further more than this specific limit, because for every buy order that's already open, so Citiguard has opened a counter order on the sell side. Now when this comes hand when this becomes useful is that you wanna do a equity protection, but at the same time you don't want to book any losses in your account. Like, for example, you want to take control of that account manually. Okay, so that's when this comes handy. It kind of hedges your existing trades, thus freezing any further loss. And for example, you started the algo and you're out somewhere, and eventually it ended up going into a 1% drawdown, but you don't want to book the losses, but you don't want the losses to add up. You want to freeze your drawdown at that specific point. You can select the lock option. So Citiguard has locked all your existing orders, and at this point, your Forex account is frozen in time, right? It doesn't matter market moves which side, because you have a counter order on the other side. So any profit that's made by the buy or losses made by the buy will be compensated by the sell. Now it is frozen. Now you can come back, and you can take you can disable the algo, and you can either choose to book just your profits, and then deal with the loss trades yourself. Now that's what Citiguard can do for you. Now let's take a look at all the other options. So for example, I don't want to close all the orders, right? So the drawdown, let's sort it this way, right? So let me sort it by the profit and loss, and you can see that most of the losses are because of a specific script, and I don't want to close all the remaining orders just because one of my script or one of my symbol is going into losses. So you have an option to do this for a specific symbol, and if you choose a specific symbol here, you can enter the specific symbol, and Citiguard will only close trades for that specific symbol. Now instead, I want to go with maximum drawdown symbol, and then I say I want to close active orders only for this maximum drawdown symbol. So what happens is, let's wait for that, and you can see the current drawdown is minus 2%, and the maximum drawdown is 1%. It has not acted upon because I've disabled the auto trading. The moment I enable auto trading, so what happens is it closes the maximum drawdown symbol alone. Now I've started it. Now you can see that it has closed the maximum drawdown symbol orders. Let's do that one more time, because since the percentage was way ahead of what we have said, so it iteratively closed all the orders. But let's do another run and ensure that. Let me open Euro USD. Okay, so now you can see that right now it's at minus 0.9%, and there is one GBP USD, and Euro USD has all of the trades. Now you can see that the maximum drawdown symbol we had was Euro USD, and Citiguard just closed that one and it left out the GBP USD one. Now let's take a look at this interesting feature. Let's say I want to stop auto trading, right? So what happens? Now let's assume that you have a Regal Expert Advisor which is kind of taking the trades for you. Let me restart this, and you can see that there are new trades placed by the Regal Expert Advisor, and it's currently at 27%. And you want to stop this Regal Advisor, right? You want to stop this algo when it reaches a specific threshold. But unfortunately, if you take a look at this specific algo setting, we don't have a threshold setting where you can stop this algo from taking orders. So you can't stop this algo. It's going to keep running, right? So if you have such a scenario, what you can do is you can use Citiguard to stop your algo at a specific drawdown percent. So let's take a look at the percent we set. Right now it's at 1%. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that to point per 0.5 drawdown. So the moment the account goes into a 0.5 drawdown, right now you can see the algo trading is on and your other expert advisor is on. Now let me go and create another order. Right now it's at 0.3%. Now it's 0.5. So it has closed the active maximum drawdown symbol. You can see that the Euro USD symbols have closed, and you can also see that the order trading button is off. Now if you go look at your expert advisor, you can see the smiley is sad, which means that algo has been stopped. Now this comes in very, very useful, right? Irrespective of what algo you're running, irrespective of which robot that's running on your system, right? If you have Citiguard, you have an option to arrest all of these robots. Now there is a tricky part, and I'm not sure all of you would have faced this scenario, but I have personally faced this one. So what happens if this specific expert advisor has an ability to open orders the moment you close them, right? I've seen a lot of expert advisor programmed that way, where if you go and manually close an order, and if the expert advisor is running, it's going to take counter order, right? It's going to know that you have closed that order, and it's going to start that order at the same place. Now we need to stop this kind of scenario. So what you can do is there is an option in Citiguard where you can say you can close an existing chart. Now what happens if I close an existing chart, right? Let me enable auto trading, and right now the drawdown is at 0.15%, and you can see there are 3 charts open here, and one of them have my expert advisor running, right? Let's add another order, and luckily it went into profit. Let me add another order on the buy side, and I'm going to increase another on the buy side. So you can see that right now it's at 0.5%, and algo trading is on, and there is an expert advisor running. Let's close these profits, and yeah, I think it triggered, and you can see that the algo trading is off. Not only that, the open charts were closed, and you can see that the one that had the Regal Expert running was also closed. Now, this helps counteracting the action that your algo might take, right? Not all algos will do that, but there are certain algos. If CityGuard tries to close any order, it'll eventually open the order, and then CityGuard will again close that order, and it'll eventually open. So it's gonna be in cycles, eventually blowing up your account. So if your algo has such a capability, CityGuard has an option to bypass that. What you can do is, what CityGuard does is, it closes the chart first and then comes and closes this one, which means there is no risk of your algo counteracting CityGuard, because before taking any action, CityGuard will first close that specific algo window, kind of takes that algo out of the equation and takes control of your account, and whatever action you have set, it does that. So here I've set maximum drawdown symbol, so it has just closed the Euro USD order. And if you want to close all orders, you can do that. And if you don't want, if you just want to close pending orders, you can do it, right? Well, it does this not only on the stop loss side, but it also does it on the profit side. So there is an algo, you are making good money, or you're doing manual trades, someone is manually trading your account, but you want to close that account when it comes to a specific $100 profit or $200 profit. Well, you can configure CityGuard to do that. So what you can do is, you can either set your profit in percentage, or you can set your profit in hard coded values, and CityGuard will just ensure that it closes the account in profits as well. Now, whatever we have seen so far is for the entire account. Well, there is a very interesting feature that CityGuard has, which is the order wise profit booking. So let's take a look at that. Now you can see here, right? Take profit per order, which is $8. And then I'm going to set profit percentage as 0 and loss percentage as 0. If you want your CityGuard to work on an order by basis, you need to ensure that all the other settings are set to null. And then you say, I want to allow stop loss to be $5. So what this means is, this is not pip, this is the actual dollar value. So what you're doing right now is, you're saying, close all orders for me if the specific order is an $8 profit, or close the orders for me if that specific order has lost $5. Now let's take a look at this. You can see right now we have a $30 profit, a $1 profit, and a minus $29 profit. So I'm going to say that, don't look at the overall profit, but do it on an order by basis. Just close the orders which has gained an $8 profit. And that is what is set now. Let's start the auto trading, and then let's take a look at how CityGuard is going to handle it. So it says maximum drawdown symbol. So let's change that to all, each order, right? So for the order wise execution to work, you need to select the symbol as each order. So it's not going to look at the symbol, rather it's going to look at the order wise profit and loss. So the moment I have set, you can see that it has closed all the orders which was more than $8 and which had a loss for more than $5. Now let's take a look at another. Let's put a new order. Let's say, so you can see it's not looking at the overall drawdown, but here you can see that a specific order came to a profit of $2, and I think we have set a threshold of per profit $8. Let's take a look at, okay, it has closed the algo as well. Let me set the close terminal as no, auto trade off as no, and close chart set no. And let's retry that again. Okay, so right, let's create another order. Okay, so you can see that when it hit $7, the city got closed it. So if you're doing manual trades, right, if you're copying signal from someone, right, you can use city guard to say, see, I don't mind what the order is. If it has made $8 for me, I want to exit out of the trade. So you can configure this specific settings in city guard, and city guard will ensure that it executes it. It keeps monitoring the entire order history on a real time basis, and then based on what the profit is, it kind of automatically closes the profit and losses for you. Now, it also has an ability to send you notification, and you can have a different setting for sending notification. And the moment, if you can configure your um, mobile into the alert, you will also be getting a notification on your mobile alerts as well. And the notification percentage can be different from your actual stop loss percentage. So for example, if you can configure algo to cut your trades at a 10% profit or loss, but you want to be notified at 5%, that is also possible, so that you get a heads up before the algo actually closes all of this account. And it has a lot of settings. You can experiment with it. You have an ability to do this action specifically for specific symbols. You can, if you can manually enter the symbols here, and it ensures that it only executes that order for that specific symbol rather than all of the symbol. Well, that's all I have for the demo today. So I'm going to give this algo for free. You can look into the description box, uh, click the download link, and then get the license activation. And ensure that you all use this algo. Ensure that you protect your equity. You ensure that you stop your losses, and if there is an option to book profits, please go for it. All right, thanks everyone. Meet you on another video.